What is up, everybody? We are live from FenceTech 2023 here in OKC. Matt, where are we live from?
Well, it's still kind of foggy. This is a dream that we talked about a while back of having a booth like this set up where we can do some live interviews and share. But we're in the My Salesman booth ultimately.
Yep.
In the corner of this we're celebrating 10 years.
A massive booth.
It is a massive booth. We went big. I have a problem. Sometimes I overdo it, and I think we might have overdone it a little bit. But I will tell you, I'm super excited, Joe, about just about having people come in. The other thing too is I'm excited to see all of our friends in the fence industry and just come by and say hi.
Well, you know, that was one of the things. So when one of the Facebook groups, somebody said, hey, why should I come to FenceTech? Never came to FenceTech. And Tony Thornton said it best. He goes, I come to see all my fence friends.
Absolutely.
And then I happen to learn something while I'm here, of course.
It's a huge family. I'm telling you. So I was just talking to a company in Omaha, Nebraska. We're in Lincoln, Nebraska. And I literally said to him, I know who you are. I've been tracking you. Because, you know, we're in the industry. We follow
know who's around here.
And I told him, I said, I am cheering for you guys to win. I want you to win. And he goes, I know, because the other day we needed some blah, blah, blah. And we called you guys. And you sold it to us, and you're not even a wholesale. I'm like, well, we were trying to just take care of you in a pinch.
Well, absolutely.
But that's the fence family, right?
That's right. That's absolutely it. Rising tide raises all
ships.
That's
Amen,
it.
brother.
That's it. So you had this vision. I think you reached out. It's probably 6 months ago.
Yeah.
Does that sound about right?
Yeah. So I dreamed of having Joe and some of the other people that are out there in the industry. I'm hoping that we can interview some people that most people don't even know are out there because they're so humble and good stewards. They have a thriving business, and we're going to have them in the booth. I think we're going to get the Seegers. I think we're going to get, which they have a great business on the East Coast, and I think we're going to get Fence Factory, Steve Bennett. So, I mean, there's going to be some people, and Steve loves sumo wrestling. So I told him that we would talk some sumo wrestling, and I have a sumo wrestler. Wada Takafuki is my wrestler. So we're going to talk a little bit of sumo wrestling, Joe.
Okay, all right.
Is that okay?
I'm in. Yes, of course it's okay.
I love it.
Absolutely. No, you reached out to me, I bet it was 6 months ago, and you said, Joe, I've got a crazy idea. And I said, I'm in. He said, do you want to hear it?
Yeah, you did. I said, hey, I got an idea. I'm going to call you. And you were like, done. We're in. We're doing it. I'm like, we don't even know what we're doing. He's like, I don't care. I just want to be a part.
I've seen your ideas before. Is it going to be an operation? Yes, it'll be an operation. Yes, I'm in.
Yep. Operation Stampede. Hey, I will tell you too, I'm so passionate about FenceTech and what this brings that we're actually renting a charter bus and bringing down about 40 of our people from our company down. Not everybody, but quite a few are going to come down because I think that it's important for people in the industry that are working in the industry to see what the industry is all about. And this is a great taste of that, right?
Absolutely.
This is exactly what the industry is all about.
Well, that's the thing, and you see a little bit of everybody, right? Like obviously you see vendors here,
right?
But you also see other guys from your market. Like right as we were walking out from yours, I saw Mike Robinson is in our market. Got to shake hands with him, and saw some of his guys earlier. You know, you see people that you know, you see people that you don't know,
right?
But once you meet them, you get talking about it. Some of my closest friendships have come from FenceTech.
Absolutely.
Where you and I are friends, and then you introduce me to somebody else.
Yep.
And then next thing you know, you're off to the races.
So I was just, you were upstairs. I just did my little talk.
And
everything. And a good friend of mine, Chuck from Texas, Chuck and I have met each other 3 or 4 times, but we chat back and forth. And I reached out to him a couple times when I had questions, and he reached out to me when he had questions. Yeah. But he walked in, his wife was at the class and texted him saying, man, have you ever heard of this guy, Matt Warner? And he's like, holy cow. So when I saw him, I was so surprised. I knew he wasn't there. I saw him, but he's a friend in the industry.
Right.
And I that's what this is all about, is getting together.
It starts here. Here. So this is the final full setup day.
Yes.
This is like the final set up the booth day. And tomorrow morning's probably going to be putting finishing touches on booths, that sort of thing. As you guys might be able to hear, there's forklifts in the background. There's still stuff moving around, but looks like most of the signs are hung. There's a lot of hanging signs here.
Yeah, they're everywhere.
And they're
it's
spinning,
awesome.
And they're doing all sorts of stuff. So the big stuff's done. Tomorrow morning they'll be putting the finishing touches on it. Show floor opens at noon. I believe, to do the ribbon cutting up front.
Yeah.
So if can't wait to see you guys. Wait to watch you guys come in and take all this in. It's a lot. There's a lot going on.
And please, if you're coming, if you're on your way, stop by and say hi. Whether you want a product or anything else, but just stop and say hi and visit with us. And that's I'm hoping that we can get. It's My Salesman's 10-year anniversary. We owe a huge thank you to the fence industry for supporting a crazy idea that I had 10 years ago that we were able to bring to the industry. And I just want people to come around, and I want to celebrate the 10 years of success that we've had in the industry.
Absolutely. It's going to be a great time. There's a big space here, plenty of room for everyone. I can't tell you how many compliments I've heard you guys get on these couches alone.
Oh,
like everyone has been taking pictures of the couch. They want to figure out where the couches come from. The couch is a big draw.
I think a little shout out to Nebraska Furniture Mart. Maybe next year I could get them to sponsor a couch, right?
That's what we do.
Warren Buffett owns that. You think Warren would? Maybe next year Warren will make an appearance and sit on the couch. Yeah,
say, hey,
I'm sure.
Hey, listen.
Yeah, I don't think he cares about Matt Warner or Joe Everest. I'm sorry.
Who? Where are they out of? Yeah, but no, it's a big space. Matt, how are they going to find the booth?
Well, if you can find the AFA booth right in the middle, we are just on the outside of that, and the studio. What do we? Hey, you know what? Let's give the studio a name. What should we call this?
Okay. Well, I'm not good at naming things. I pick boring names like the My Salesman Studio. That's not what we're going for. I know that's not what you're going for. What do you think?
No. We'll go with your idea. Your idea is best.
Kind of bland.
Well, all right, for now. Unless somebody else can come and give us a better name for it.
There you go.
If somebody can give us a better name for the lame name that Joe gave it, My Salesman Studio.
Yeah.
If somebody can come up with a name, we will start hashtagging the studio. Hey, and then maybe next year we'll do it again, and then we'll just keep that name going.
Listen, I am in. So we were talking about this.
Are you
this
sure?
Morning. Yes, absolutely.
Wait until you hear what I have in store for next year, though.
I'm in. Done.
I love it.
Whatever it is, sign me up.
I love it, Joe.
No, you can find us. We're right here on the outside edge of the AFA booth. We're also, you can see. You might not be able to see, there's a big yellow canopy, and we've got this thing lit up.
Yeah,
so
it's awesome.
Almost from any point of the floor, I think, if you look in the sky for a yellow canopy.
Yes, this is a shade structure that we actually made in our company.
Yeah.
We do this now, shade. We're trying to get our company to go both vertical and horizontal, so we're adding some different things. But this, if you find this shade structure that we made, I believe we have the sign up on top too that says My Salesman. Yeah, but if you come find us, you and I'll be around, right?
Can't miss it.
I love it.
Also, there will be a beacon, and let's do this.
Yes, there will be a My Salesman beacon.
And when you see it, you will know.
Yes.
You will. We'll just
follow. It's the bat. It's the bat signal.
Bat signal.
Very good.
Well, guys, we just wanted to mainly do a stream test to make sure like all the wires are connected correctly, and make sure you guys are seeing a good product on your end, but also give a little bit of an announcement about what's going on, kind of.
Yeah, a little kickoff.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're doing interviews. I say the group is doing interviews Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Yep.
So Dan and Cannon are tomorrow.
Yep.
And then I'm going to be doing interviews Thursday, and then is it Tony doing interviews on Friday?
Well, I'm hoping Tony comes in on Friday, but we're kind of we're just going to kind of let it organically happen.
Bingo.
So we have a lot of different ones. I've picked a few of what I call the people in the industry that we need to hear from. They're my mentors, and they've done such a good job that I want to give them a little shout out and show them some love.
There's a few in there that I would term silent giants.
They are.
They're the giants.
They would be upset with you if you said that.
I know.
Because they're very humble.
Well, and that's why no one knows them.
Yes.
Or maybe very few people know of them, just because they just travel very quietly and very, very softly.
Yeah,
but
they're great companies.
I think they have great stories to tell, and I think we could all learn a little bit from them.
I love it.
So, Matt, I appreciate you coming up with this idea and letting us be part of it.
Thank you, Joe. And I love it that you want to be a part of this with us.
I mean, whatever ideas Matt has, you can just let me know what they are later, but sign me up
now,
for
you
it.
know not everybody agrees with that philosophy, right?
Well, they should.
Right, Melanie? Melanie will tell you different. She's like, you throw away about half of Matt's crazy ideas.
I'm in for the ride. We'll see where it takes us. So, guys, if you're still watching, we need a name for the studio.
Yes.
And if your name is chosen, we'll give you a shout out on the show, and it'll probably stick to next year.
Right. I love it.
It'll be the such and such studio named by whomever.
Yep.
And
we'll give a big shout out.
watch for the bat sign.
Bat
It's not
signal.
actually a bat. It's a super secret signal. And check out the big yellow canopy. You can't miss it from anywhere in the facility.
I love it.
Till tomorrow, remember, how do I usually sign this out? I'm Joe Everest, the fence expert, reminding you that good fences make good neighbors.